Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm doing some client work, and I thought maybe I should shoot a quick video on a quick tip that I'm using while doing a client's website on Kajabi using some coding stuff. I know that we're not all coders. Some of you guys might know some HTML, CSS, Java, all that. I'm not, minus the old, MySpace HTML stuff that I had to learn just to get the profile looking right. But I used AI to help kind of make something, so I just want to show you guys real quick. Let's head over to my computer. All right, we're recording. I recorded the video and forgot to record or push record, even though I already did it. Anyways, welcome. Hopefully you can see my screen. Um, all the code for what I'm about to explain will be in the description. That way you guys can use it if you choose. On the left side, you have Kajabi preview. Right side is the edited version, so I can show you guys like what I'm doing basically. So I'm using AI to basically create some custom things within Kajabi that they don't have or that I don't know where I would get it, right? So for instance, if you look over here on the left side, we have this nice gallery right here that's custom to Kajabi, or not even custom. It's just a thing that you can add right inside of your block. Can't click though. So if the client that I have that I'm working with already made testimonial cards like you see right here, I can't really make it a gallery without making it maybe a carousel or making it bigger, right? This is already a full width section. Ignore that real quick, sorry. A full width section. So I guess you could see it right here, right? But I wanted to add a little bit more customization to it. I don't code unless we're talking about like the old MySpace days, like I talked about earlier, right? Barely know HTML like that. I honestly haven't touched it in so long, but I used ChatGPT essentially to help me customize this. So now it hovers, and when I click it, ta-da, it zooms in. So I just wanted to share what I did to achieve that and how do you do it essentially. Right. So I went through a bunch of prompts with ChatGPT, took maybe like 15 minutes to figure out what I wanted and how to do it. And eventually this is where I got. Okay. So I want to show you, this is the code. I'll put it in the description so you can use it as well. I want to show you how to add a photo and a couple things you can edit within it to make it fit what you need. Okay. So first of all is how do you add these, right? So once you are in you're making your sections, right? Make a custom section. Here's my custom section. You got the text, simple title, and then here's where the custom code comes in right here. Again, I'll paste the code, the template in the description so you have it. Once you paste the code from the description into the custom code box, you're just going to have some images, right? And maybe I'll just make it a text so it'll show a broken link essentially that you need to paste. So this is how I do it. I add an image underneath it, right? Not in the same custom code box, but underneath the same section, in the same section, right? So pretend that wasn't there. I'll upload or select a recent. Okay, I'll let it load. Once it loads, I'm going to right click. I'm going to open image in a new tab, and I'm going to grab that URL, and I'm going to take it and put it in that custom section, right? So if I click here, sorry, open up this code, skip all this, down here is right here what we want, the div class right here. 9 images, 3x3 grid, XYZ. This is where we start essentially. You're going to take what's in between these quotation marks right here up to the PNG, right? PNG is a file for photos. JPEG is a file for photos. So if you see any of that, those are like the two usual ones, SVGs, stuff like that. Then those are, that's a picture file. That's what we want. We want that quotation to this quotation. And we're simply going to paste that URL that we copied from here into that. And that's it. Hit save, let it reload, and you'll see that photo number one swapped. It changed now, right? See, ta-da. So essentially, let me undo that. Essentially, you're just gonna go down and keep doing that for all the images. ChatGPT nicely kind of labeled them. Hey, that's image one, right? All of this is image two, and all you really need is to swap out what's in between the quotation marks. Okay, that's it. So essentially, and because I don't think Kajabi has bulk photo upload, I'll essentially sit here, and it takes sometimes a minute, but I'll just sit here in upload, select recent, da da da, open it, let it load, right click, get that URL just like I did with all these. Let it load, grab the URL, come in, go back to the section, go down to photo 2 in this case, photo image 2. Take this right here and paste in that other URL. You just keep going down. If you have less testimonials or whatever you're kind of making in your gallery here that you want, you simply will take a whole image SRC off. So from alligator to alligator, take it off. If you have more, then from alligator to alligator, essentially Control C, copy it, and enter, Control V it. And maybe just make sure you label the image so you know you can keep it together. Hey, this is image 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 24, whatever, right? So that's how you do that. What else did I want to explain? The width that it takes from side to side. I guess that's how you would describe width. You can change that value here. I'll show you right here. Right here. Wow, I made this too big. So the original was 1400. So if you look at it now, right here, I'm gonna put 1400 in. Now let's check how it looks. Loading is loading. Let it think. Let it think. Come on, refresh. There we go. See, it shrunk a little bit width-wise, right? So you can go really small if you want it, or really big, right? I can go to 700 just to show you guys the contrast really quick. 700. It's gonna shrink even more, right? Even really small. Let me show you guys on the preview screen over here. Really small. Cool thing about it is if I hover or click, it has this little zoom in effect. And if I click it, it blows it up. And that's the whole point of me wanting this kind of customization. Whereas the one that Kajabi gives you, it's just regular size, right? This is the full width. But let's say you wanted it smaller, these would be non-readable, right? You can read it and it gives it a little custom feel like, oh, that's cool, right? So let's move this back, come back in here, change this back so I don't forget. 1400, save. There's different features in here. You can change like the zoom, how far it zooms in, like when you hover over, like a lot, a little bit. You can change things like that as well. So I just wanted to share that tip. I don't want to ramble too long. But yeah, man, I've been using AI to help create some custom things in custom sections because why not? That's why they gave you the custom block in Kajabi to help use, right? Also, real quick, if you're going to use AI, don't forget to check your mobile view because mobile view, sometimes it'll look crazy if you have a custom code because I mean, that's just how it's going to look. It is based on responsive of screen size that you want to check how it looks mobile, right? It's still clickable on mobile. I still checked it on my phone. It's fine. It still kind of zooms in, but when you use your thumb, it'll kind of like zoom in, and then when you click it, it'll actually open up like that. But just beware if you're going to use AI. When I first did it, it looked crappy, so I said, "Hey, on everything looks fine except for when I go to mobile view, it looks weird. Fix it." And basically, it put a limit. And again, I don't code, so people who code are gonna be like, "Dude, you should know this." I don't code. Sorry. Um, it basically made it so that it fits mobile as well, right? So right here, response for mobile design, when it hits 768 or below, then it'll kind of switch, and now it goes one image per row vertically. You can reduce the space or add more space in between each photo, XYZ. And so you can use my code as a base code and drop that into ChatGPT and play with it more and say, hey, do this X, Y, and Z and see what you come up with. But that's what I did. And this is how I got this cool little section here with a hover effect and not just a plain regular looking image gallery. Check on the next video. Thanks for tuning in. If you could give me a like, comment down below, say what's up. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.